Soft Spot on the Soft Net. I'm your girl, Nobuhle Mpangane, and I'm with my lovely host, Umusa Wenkose. How are you?
Sawubona sesinobuhle kunjani dear?
Ngiyaphila. I see you've got that khaki, that... where's the maroon
Oh
now?
thank God you noticed. You know what, ne? I didn't wear the maroon today, ne? Because we are way over the moon about the fact that the sun is out. However, I got my gold, my khaki, and my blue, and it means that me and you are about to get to know someone today. Big Smoke,
Yeah.
aka we don't know his real name. However, you're about to find out. It's the soft spot on the soft network. Nobuhle, you're killing it up.
Thank you. Big Smoke, how are you?
I'm doing good, and how are you doing?
I'm good. I think my viewers are ready now to know. Ubani Big Smoke.
Oh, what I can say is my real name is Given, and my surname is Ngabane, but I am well known as Big Smoke, by paparazzo, photographer and videographer based in Nelspruit. Um, I operate under a registered company called Big Smoke Visuals Marketing and Consulting, and yeah, what I can say about myself is I am a businessman in photography and videography.
Okay. So I want to know, Ukiveni, Big Smoke, kuhlangana njani loko iphuma phi lo Big Smoke?
Hi, Gabi. It's not an ambush. It's a good question. How do you merge who you are from Imvelaphi Yakho with the brand now? Oh, is there a time when you go and put on the hat? Now it's Big Smoke. And there's a time when you take off the hat and be like, Koja, what did he say his name was? I think
Given.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Big Smoke.
I am the brand. That's what I can say about this myself. My business is me. I am the brand, and how it came about with the name is that there's a friend of mine. Cause we used to, when we were young, this gang and all that.
This ganga. Say that loud.
This gang and all that. And I used to smoke weed so much.
Oh, okay.
They ended up calling me Big Smoke.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
But yeah,
However, but
and it became a brand because when I started to become a photographer, that's how everyone used to call me.
Right.
They liked that.
Right. Beautiful brands have got nothing to do with what you're tasting, what you're seeing. Like the name Big Smoke, right? It comes from Kukula.
Yeah.
However, what you do has got nothing to do with Intutu. No, it's actually got to do with the clarity. Oh, after the smoke falls, after the dust falls,
Yeah, That's
you've
true.
got the true
That's
image
true.
of things.
Yeah.
What an ironic, finicky
In a way.
figure of speech, metaphor. Lovely.
Yeah.
Know what you were saying?
He answered my question.
Big Smoke, but right. You call yourself a photographer and a videographer who is in business or within the sphere of photography and videography.
Yeah.
Okay, Mina, I know a bit about the music scene in Nelspruit, hip hop, house, but photography and videography, ngifundza ngabo Shandu, ngifundza ngabo Big Smoke, ne? So ngicela ungitshele ukuthi what is the scene like in Mbombela, the capital of Mpumalanga, when we talk about photography, videography, mhlambe as in business-wise, maybe as in also something academic that you can learn. What's the scene like in Mbombela City?
I feel like when it comes to the business of photography and videography, it's all about. It's crazy how we're actually talking about this thing, and it's something that I can't explain it sometimes, because it's capturing moments and make freezing moments. And whenever I go through my social media and I go through my timeline and I see a picture that I took, I feel like I'm already reliving that day.
Just like a good song. When
You
you,
know,
hear a good song, you can cry. 'cause
I feel
that
like
day,
I'm reliving that day.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about it with my friend over there that it's crazy how people don't take this thing serious. And in Nelspruit, actually, I was just with this other guy a couple of weeks ago, and he told me something, and it made me realize that it's actually true. He was like, in Nelspruit, when you're big in Nelspruit, you're just big in Nelspruit. But when you're big in Josie or Pretoria, you're big in South.
Yeah.
You get what he's saying? Nelspruit is like a matchbox. So that's what I can say about the media industry. Like, we do have opportunities, yes, and sometimes we do face obstacles. I take a business as a bank. That's what I can say. Whenever I get a client and they have a good experience, that's a deposit for me. And
Eish.
when they have a bad experience, that's a
Eish.
withdrawal. And every
A
time
constant withdrawal.
I'm
Let's have
always
it prove.
fighting
Yeah.
to do what to get deposits.
Yeah.
Make sure that my clients do get a good experience.
Yeah.
Though in the way we might face some obstacles because we're also growing.
Absolutely.
Every day you're always learning something. I take my failures as my lessons, man, because every time I always learn. Each and every single day I'm learning something new.
Absolutely.
That is why I can't even say I'm a self-taught photographer, because yes, it might be true that I learned a lot of things by myself, sure, but in a way, there's a lot of things that I grabbed from a lot of people
Yes.
along the way.
Yes. Yes.
To talk about this, actually, my friend over there, Zasli
Yeah.
Creature.
Zazi.
Um, yeah, Zasli
Yes.
Creature. Shout out to him.
Hang on. What's the name? I asked you long ago. You said
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you during the interview. Yes, his name is Zasli.
Zasli Creature. I can say is the guy who mentored me. You know, when I got in the
Okay.
game, so I'm gonna tell you a story of how I actually started to be a photographer.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I had a friend. His name is Steazy T.
Steazy T.
Yeah,
And these are like real
a
people's
musician.
names, right?
He's a musician. His name is Tebu Hongomane, but
Oh
his
wait, there we
stage
go.
name is Steezy T.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So uh, he used to go perform and all those things, and I'll shoot with my phone because I had a good phone at the time.
Nice.
And I used to be good at taking pictures with the phone.
Nice.
And it was all nice. I was like, my dog, you're good at this. And then there was this other day, he booked Zhas to go shoot us a music video and all that. And I enjoyed the experience, because there were times whereby I was behind the camera just watching what he was doing.
You were inspired and
Hey,
captivated
this
by
was
what
2020.
Yeah.
This was 2020, 2019, somewhere there. And then afterwards, I was like, okay, 2021, it was my matric year. So I asked for my mom to give me like 15K for matric dance so I can be able to book a car, get a matric dance suit and all that. And last minute, I thought, I was like, nah, should I really go to Magic Dance? If I go to Magic Dance, I'm only gonna spend this money and it's not gonna come back. Cause always I have this thing of when I'm spending money, how am I gonna get
Get
this
it
money
back.
back? You know?
Yeah, pull
And
my
then I was
back.
like, okay, my mom gave me the 15K. I went to Macro and I bought a camera. It was like 12.5.
Wow.
But I bought myself a camera, started learning from my matric year. Even before matric dance fell up, I shot some of my matric dance peers that I was learning with
Yeah.
in that matric year. I
Yeah.
made money, a little bit of money,
Yeah.
even though I wasn't charging much, but I learned a lot.
It's a process.
And after I bought my camera, he's the first guy I went to, cause he had experience. He had like 7 years experience at the time. I started
And excuse
2021.
me to disturb you. The fact that he was available
Yeah.
for you to go to.
Yeah.
And remember how y'all met.
Yeah.
You were a client to him.
Yeah.
But to say, yo, bro, do you have
My
a moment?
friend was a client to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Big ups
and-
to that guy over there.
Yeah, and the first thing he told me is like, I've always wished to meet someone who's like my mirror, but I really want someone who really wants it. And I was like,
And
let
this
me not
2021.
just say I want it, but the actions will show. And he's the one who actually came to me this other day. Was like, I can see that you've grown, and I'm proud, cause you are like a mini me in a way.
And he's actually smaller than you in size.
crazy. That's true, but
But the spirit,
yeah,
yeah, I guess more.
and he's older than me,
Of
but
course.
he looks younger than me.
So
sometimes.
humble. Love
Yeah.
the spirit.
Yeah.
Sorry to disturb you, bro.
No stress.
Check out the business of photography and videography, or videography and photography in Nelspruit, yeah? Who are your biggest clients? Or, okay, let's have a fantasy list of clients that you wish were your top 5 in Bombela City, because you're living here, you want to make it work here. And then let's have a realistic list of your top 5 of clients that you are currently paying the bills and making you travel to go and fit the bill. My fantasy, to give you an example, my fantasy cars would be X5, X6.
I hear what you say.
My realistic cars are like a Chevy. That's what you have.
Yeah.
So what you got and what you wish you had in this city, right, in terms of videography and photography?
So my real wish is to work with. So currently I'm working towards something, learning, working on drones and all that. First, I'd like to say I want to work with mines. I want to shoot mines. I want to work on those things.
More like
Companies,
documenting
other
whatever.
companies that I'd like to work with is there's this other company called Samro. Samro is a company that it's more about nature, vegetation, all those type of things, and they do events like more hiking and all those things. Who else? I can say I've always wished to work with someone who's like big on their craft and looking at the Mpumalanga artists or DJs, if I can put it like that. I like mostly I'd like to work with DJ Ginger.
While
Yeah,
Mpumalanga,
yeah, he's also from here.
upcoming or already doing
He's
things. You wanna
already
capture, you wanna
doing
document his
things.
steps.
Yeah, I'd
That's
like to work
nice.
with him also.
That's nice. That's a nice vision.
Yeah, and
It's a nice vision.
it's a lot. It's
But
a
then who's
lot.
paying your bills now? Is it weddings? Is it anniversaries? Is it funerals? I got funerals are also using. Yo,
Yeah.
which are you sleeping, love? Yo, look.
Currently, I can say. Currently, I can say I'm mostly booked by the community. You know, when I say the community, I mean like I do shoot things like weddings,
Yes,
malobolo.
yes,
Mostly of my gigs, though, they
yes,
come from Matic Dance Falls.
yes,
Cause I started this thing while I was in high school, right?
yes,
And whenever it's a metric dance day, whenever in Nelspruit, I even
yes.
got to be able to go shoot in Leidenberg, Barberton,
Nice.
metric dance farewells,
Nice.
and
And that means you become the sole provider of that event's
yeah, yeah.
videography and
Yeah,
photography.
so my wish currently, like my real wish, is to work maybe with the high schools, maybe to be able to be like, okay, if there's a metric dance farewell, yeah, say Lawful High, for example, I'm the main photographer who's shooting the main event, instead of shooting maybe 6 or 7 clients per day,
I feel you, bro.
cause
I feel you.
you know a lot of time.
I feel you.
I can say most of the time, a lot of learners want to book me, right? And they're from the same school, and I can't split myself. You know what I mean?
So
But at least
so individually, they wanna book you individually.
if they book me individually, I can take up to maybe 6 or 7 shoots per day. You get what I mean? But if I get booked by the school, I'll be able to capture everyone. Because even though I may be able to take those 7 shoots per day, there's still gonna be more who want to book me, and I may sometimes recommend them to someone else, and you might find out that someone else is already fully booked, or they want me specifically. They're like, I like your work.
Let me ask you something, Big Smoke. Is that your camera over there?
That's my camera over here.
Bro, you can handle the school, bro. I feel like you've got the muscle to do what you're saying. Yazi unomuntu okhulumayo athi mina, if I can drive 260 kilometers an hour, I can't drive in a car. Is that if that's your lens over there,
Yeah.
Joe, you can handle that.
Sandwa Samlis, yeah.
You can handle that. I feel like you can handle what you're calling for. You know. Remember, there is my grade 7 year for photo. There's my grade 8 year photo.
Yeah.
School governing bodies. Ngicasikeleni kuvelela abantwana ngaphandle. Kunabantwana ukuthi uma saka grade 10, unesithombe saka grade 10, agqoke full school uniform, ahleli kahle athi this is Musa at the age of 17, I'm doing grade 11. Evula indlela. There are kids who get that photo every year. SGPs, if you need professional photographers, professional videographers, they are around, bakhona like us, and they do a great job because they've got years behind them.
Mostly.
And mentors behind them.
And to add on that,
Sorry about
mostly,
that, yeah.
mostly I feel like it's not really about the school, you know. It's about the parents, a car. They be like, Aish, we can't pay 30 rands or 20 rands per picture, you know, because I've went to a couple of schools to actually try to present myself, you know, and I'd get schools and they be like, no, we have someone who takes pictures for like 10 rands each, and then or maybe they take pictures for like 15 rands each, and then the 5 friends go to the school, and then they take the 10 rands goes to the person, and then maybe we take pictures, or he takes picture like free pictures of the people who are disabled in the school. That's understandable, giving back to the community. But sometimes when it comes to quality, looking at the quality of the work, it's really different. It's all about the parents learning that this memories actually last forever.
You know
It
when you take a
lasts
picture
forever,
and you give it to me physically in like
and it's much more
A3,
crazy.
A4, A2, whatever
Yeah,
size, and then you give it to me soft and
yeah.
say, Musa, I'll email it to you. And as a parent, you have them
Actually,
saved.
that's how I want to work with schools, because I'll just email it or WhatsApp it to the clients, and then also print them. And when I say it's like 30 rands each picture, they're like, yo, it's too much. And it's usually the parents that are complaining, not the school. It's the
You
parents.
will succeed in this. I feel we can do so much more.
Yeah.
And I feel like if there's better communication, this is what I
Yeah.
feel. Better communication initiatives by the school and by the SGB to the parents. But if
That's
it's
true.
well said,
That's true.
as a SGB, we are suggesting as a school, they need to be captured from
Even as
grade 8 to
little
grade
as
12.
making each learner pay maybe like, for example, 150 for pictures, and then we tell them what they get from that certain package. It's understandable.
It's for the whole year.
Yeah.
Capture them maybe June, July, capture them December 5.
Exactly.
All right, we need to include Butle into this conversation. Oh my God, Butle is a part to fall asleep. Sorry, it's a boy conversation, isn't it? It's a soft network, it's a soft spot.
Sekwatile kusafunda.
Sorry, Butle, love. It's an interesting
How
conversation.
you guys
Sorry.
are excluding me.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
Just
sorry.
touch on that because you guys were actually touching on the challenges that you go through.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you go through as a videographer or as a photographer?
It's crazy, actually. Most of the time, I can say we do get clients, especially clients who are from local. And you do, for example, and we put ourselves in these situations, if you think about it. Um, you do shoots for them, and maybe you do a certain discount. And when you do certain discount, we don't have equipment is really expensive. Sometimes when we're working, it's not really that we don't want to do free work all the time. It's a matter of sometimes we have to outsource the work. We have to go rent some of the stuff. We can't own anything, everything, because you might find out that the light that you want to use is the same price as your camera body. The lens that you want to use is the same price as your camera body, and that's too much, if you don't have great funding. And after that, you also have to celebrate your wins. You have to make sure that you get yourself cosmetics, live life, do whatever, make
And
yourself
deliver a
happy.
good quality
You
product
understand?
at the
So
end. Yeah.
when you put yourself under pressure and do discounts, and then maybe we encounter problems, maybe it's low on delivery and all that, and then clients, they start acting like they paid you the money that you deserve. It's crazy, and they go around bad mouthing you like, I pay this nigga like that time I charged you 400. For example, I'm just making an example, for work that is worth like 2K. I charged you 400. In a way, I didn't make anything. You might find out that I used that whole 400 for what? Traveling fees, renting out equipment. I didn't make anything out of that. And then maybe at the time I'm struggling with data. And I can't always just come back to you and say, dog, currently I don't have data to finish up working. I have to try and hustle, make my own money.
Oh, that's so true.
So it's
Oh,
like
that is
that.
so
Like
true.
it's a lot of difficulties, and it's always different with the client. Like mostly those clients are mostly problematic. Whenever you get a client and then you just send them a quotation, they just make their deposit. Those clients don't usually give you an issue.
Yeah.
Find a client that will ask you, why do you charge so much for this? Can you please give me a discount? You're gonna have issues. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey.
And just to add on that, I want to say, Uti, it becomes a problem if you know the person. And then because it's
Too much. Too much. Too much.
Come
Too
for
much.
Yeah.
Too
But
much.
anyway,
I've had a client who started calling my mother because they couldn't get hold of me. It's crazy.
It's hectic. And I
It's
went
crazy.
through your Instagram and I saw the likes of Java, Baclera, Dando
Yeah.
Duma, and
Yeah.
how's the experience? Right now, shooter celebrities and shooter no buhle wasekas. How's it different?
I feel like
That's such a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Yes. Um, I feel like I overcome it.
Nice, nice.
I overcome that. This guy's a celebrity. This guy is this much big. Cause during my years of starting, he was working at Prestige, and I'd meet these people and like if you even look at myself, look at my pages, I've never even taken a picture with celebrities, but
Yeah.
I do take pictures of them. That's where I'm mostly happy about. I was even telling my mom the other day, ukuthi, if ngabe bekungimlobo bekale Matsulu ngibona le ndlovu, I would be the one who's coming out with the camera trying to take a picture of
Yeah.
Lendlov, the way ngithandza ngakhona kuthatha sithombe. And I'm not really interested ukuthi okay, but I'm inspired by them, yes, but I've actually overcome that because whenever I meet them, I treat them like normal people, and they also treat me like normal people. Because I feel like they're also used to being like, yo, Java, and that's too much for them sometimes. If you have a normal conversation with that certain person, they get to know who you are. You're trying to know who they are.
Mara
And they feel a
awuthuki
certain way.
mfethu. Awuqhaqhazeli ukuthi Java Brian.
Nah,
Awukazi.
like kuthi yini le yangiquqisa, ne? After I took pictures of Java and I was showing him on camera, it was like, and I feel like if only there was someone who was taking a video of that scene
Yes, I know that.
happening,
I know what you're talking
he
about.
was like, hi, Nkabi yami ngesifune, how would I get them? I was like, you can give me your email. I said, yeah. Take my number. It was the first time where like,
Yeah, my phone. You can
tell you what,
Java wants my number.
I took Java's number with this phone.
Just to make sure.
I took Java's number with this phone.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I took my grandma's number with this.
Yeah.
I went.
Everyone's number that I took photos of that day, I took them with this phone.
And that's real, though.
You and me, can I please have my Glenna's number?
No, we talk about that at the end of the episode.
What's that to talk about? No. Yadlala ngena mina lapho. Yadlala. Exe. I love what we've discussed about you so far, but I still don't know who you are. Given usengibani sibonga awucham.
Ngabani?
Ngabane ukudalwe kuliphi ligasi, ukuphi rural usikuphi ekhaya.
I was born in here in Nelspruit, Kanyamazane.
Okay, ligazi kanyamazana.
That's where I grew up.
Ngaba ne?
Ngabani?
Ngabani? Ukhona mama?
Yeah.
Ukhona baba?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's still alive.
phila ne?
Yeah.
Madlozi akho awucham ngicela
No,
bani?
he's not present, but
Yes.
he's still here.
But uyamazi.
The last time I saw him was 2010.
I'm also one of those dads. Messed up, right? You don't easy being a parent. Yo.
I know.
It's not okay, but check it out. Ngabane lady, khona ligazi ugrand.
Sure.
Ngokidela ngiyajabula. Iwamkhombe ku soft spot ukuthi uhle.
She's actually my first supporter.
Yeah.
And she was actually happy with the decision I made.
Ukuthi wona go entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and sometimes she maybe not get it because she's not into it.
Right.
But I can see that she's supportive. She's supportive.
It's in the conversation.
And whenever I get to encounters whereby we siyashishana about this thing, and I think about it, no man, she actually wants to see me settled.
That's it.
That's what she's fighting for, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful to have her in my life. I feel like she's my number one supporter.
Kuhle Brian. Hey man, oleli jabulile mfethu siyabonga. Kuhle ngiyele into ebalekile. Brian, Buhle is a model, influencer, she's a presenter, and she takes a lot of pictures, ne? From a photographer and videographer point of view. Ngamnikaza ama-pointers. And this also goes to wena ekhaya mohleli ukuthi you like selfies and maybe you want to post a lot, but you're not getting it right, man. Impumela yakhe ihlala iphuma ngathi uma uyaphotha uphuma akhambi kahle. So kindly, bruh, seriously, what can you say? Is it like, yo, look, if you're gonna take pictures, watch out for light, be careful where you stand, or don't open your mouth.
And
Sorry.
the way you post on your Instagram, it's so professional. It's like I can take that and put it on my Instagram because the way I post, I feel like it's not, yabo. And the way he posts, it's so eye-catchy. Immediately when you click on that link, it's just. And I've noticed because you also do content creation and artist manage. Tell me about that.
So when it comes to content creation, I'm actually working on something also currently. But there's also something that I want to do. I want to start to do a photography masterclass. So I'm
So sorry,
actually
photography?
masterclass.
What does that
So
mean? What's that about?
I'm gonna be teaching people the secrets of photography. Actually, I can put it like that. That's what it's gonna be called.
Brilliant.
Secrets of photography, and I'm gonna be collaborating with a lot of photographers from Nelspruit. It can be from anywhere actually, from Mpumalanga, Joburg, wherever. I'm gonna be collaborating with everyone, trying to teach people who want to learn photography. Because I do get a lot of people like, dog, I want to learn this thing, and they don't understand, dog. I can't teach you this thing for free. Because
Yeah,
immediately
yeah.
after I teach you, you become my competitor.
Besides
dog.
that, it's
Exactly.
time
You know,
consuming.
yeah,
It's
and
not a 2 minute.
exactly.
It's not a 2 minutes noodle. You
Exactly,
need
and
to
it needs
actually
you to
devote your
want
time.
it.
Yeah.
Just like you said to me.
But don't forget my question. What are the tips? Ngakudala sibone impumbulu ebheke sona.
So,
Please tell us. Yeah,
about
the
that.
tips of how to properly take a decent selfie or a decent photo of your family. What to look out for.
Okay, whenever it comes to pictures, dog, I feel like it's a matter of moment, the right lighting, and the right angle. That's mostly. I feel like
What is the right
those are
angle?
oh shit! How do I put that?
I think I get it. Wait, we did something like this in high school. My bad, but it could be wrong.
Okay, even in English, okay, for example, in English, I remember, I think I was in grade 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I was learning, there were things like close up shots,
Low angle
low
shots,
angle shots, all those
high
things.
angle shots. What
So,
they
and
mean?
also, and then
Yes.
when it comes to photography, there are also things like leading lines, um, rule of thirds, all those things they come with a lot of different view when you look at a picture, and sometimes maybe you can break the rules here and there.
But that means you can create a picture to
Yeah,
give
but
the right
also when
message.
it comes to a model, I feel like mostly they should take serious about what they should actually take serious about is their public things like on their social medias. They should take care of them their public relations, be able to do photo shoots. Because I also do sometimes collaborate with models to do my own inspirations. Because I have an inspiration and not be able to find a client who actually wants to do that certain thing.
So then you have
But
to
I have
call a
that vision,
model.
so I have to create that. And that's when I call that, they call that cinematography, because you're creating from the start, you're creating your picture.
Hang on,
It's
hey,
yours
hey.
just a moment.
Let that word. Hey,
Cinematography.
say it, Butle. Say again.
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
Yeah.
That means aligning to be alike.
It's like
Synonym.
creating your own image.
Ah,
Creating your own
cinematography.
image the way when ufuna ibe ngakhona. When I take a picture of you, it's like I'm taking a moment, like. But then when I'm creating a moment, it's like, okay, right now you should pose like this, and then this flower should be here, and then you shouldn't stand like this, and you should have makeup on.
So that's
We should be wearing
cinematography.
this. Yeah, that's like you creating your whole
That's
picture.
brilliant. That's brilliant.
You
That's,
understand?
that's
It's
cool.
like the way you imagine and you create it the way you want it to be.
We've spoken about this really awesome dude named Big Smoke. He's all about his work. And he's on Insta. He's on many other social platforms. Right here on the soft note, the soft spot. Big Smoke, please mention where people can see your creations, where they can see the images that you've captured the moments of.
Okay.
Let-
So you can follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is bigsmokevisuals_PTYLTD. And you can also follow me on Facebook. It's Big Smoke Thy Paparazzo. Big Smoke THY Paparazzo. And then you can also WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is 067 005 3494. Mawana airtime when send please calling your phone.
Nakia, I just want to know before we wrap it up,
Yeah.
how long does it take you to edit one picture?
It really depends on what I'm
Trying to achieve
what
with the
I'm really
picture.
trying to achieve. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it can take me, for example, it can take me 3 hours just working on one picture sometimes. Because
What?
I'm a perfectionist, right? And
Ah,
yeah, and too
ah.
much. I take a lot of time. Sometimes today I can edit a picture and it may look a certain way, and then 3 days later I go back to that picture and then I change it.
You
It
like,
looks
nah.
completely
Yeah.
different. And usually that's why I feel like my clients be like, "Why is your work always good quality more when you're posting it?" And they don't understand these factors that whenever you're posting, when you're using Facebook Lights, Facebook Original, or
Quality,
Instagram
yeah.
Original, they damage your quality. And I use browsers to upload my things. You know, I use browsers, so I upload maybe a Chrome, but on Facebook, or Chrome, but on IG, Chrome, but on
Yay!
Twitter. You know,
That
I
is
don't use
that is a
that.
trick
But
of a
Twitter is
trade. Eh?
actually good.
Wow.
Actually, Twitter has good quality, but
Wow.
Is it?
Facebook, Instagram, what and all those other things, they don't have good quality. But and also Instagram is also the size thing. You
Yeah.
know, that is why I feel like it's important if you're gonna tell me that no, I'm actually taking these pictures for Instagram, so that I know that when I'm editing, I'm actually resizing them to the Instagram
To that
size, so that
size.
when they get
Okay.
into Instagram, they're on that certain size and they don't mess up anything. You
That's
know?
why his
That,
pictures are great.
yeah.
He takes a picture for Instagram, edits for Instagram,
Yeah,
uploads.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I had a question. Okay, cool. Before we go though, give me a picture of a day with Big Smoke. At home, it's my mom's birthday. She's turning 72 this year. Say maybe I wanna capture that day. I don't want to know pricing. Pricing is personal. And I know there's a price list in life, but sometimes I was like they try to do something beyond what they can afford. So me being me. But then let's say, give me an idea of what time will you arrive? How much time would you spend with the family taking the pictures? And thereafter, how much time do you need to edit and then deliver? Say sivumelane konke ngama-price kwaba sharp. It's my mom's 72nd birthday, ne? It's December the 21st.
Okay.
What time would you arrive? How would you capture the family? What advice on what requirements would you want? Would you say, okay, Goganbe, give me an idea. A service of that what you'd give, yeah.
That's actually a good question. And what I'd like to say about that Ne, is that call me when you're ready. You know, it doesn't matter. My photo shoots for parties and events start from 1 2 hours.
I like that,
understand?
yeah.
But I'd like for clients to set a time whereby they know that
They're
everyone is gonna be
ready.
ready.
Everyone's got an idea of what they want.
Because
Yeah.
whenever I say, okay, for example, if your shoot is 4 hours, ne, and the package, for example, it comes with maybe 200 pictures, for example, and you are 2 hours late, which means that I'm gonna be capturing you for 2 hours, right? And when I'm capturing you for 2 hours, after the shoot, we are gonna fight. Ask me why. You are gonna expect to get 200 pictures, but you didn't give me enough time
Capture
to
200
to capture those 200 pictures. Okay, cool. I might have 3,000 pictures, but maybe the 200 kahle. I didn't capture enough moments because
Enough moments.
the time frame also
Limited the number of
counts.
moments.
The time
Yeah,
frame also counts
interesting.
for the moment.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
your
why
opinion.
lo munye umuntu, if I talk booker for 30 minutes, I talk 30 minutes and shoot in because what's gonna be happening in 30 minutes?
Yeah,
And I'm
selfies
just
for
gonna be
days.
capturing that moment later in 30 minutes. You get what I mean? But if you book me for 4 hours and I'm saying that I'm gonna be maybe delivering 100 pictures, you should understand, Guti, I'm gonna be trying to capture moments from the whole 4 hours, and I expect to be capturing something in that whole time. I'm
Arrange your
not
space.
expecting to be chilling there.
Yeah,
Maybe for a young 30 minutes I can chill.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe
yeah.
ukuthi yeah, unginika kudla
Yeah.
kuthi ngidle, or I'm taking my own break.
Yeah.
Because some clients don't give us food.
Yeah.
We have to use our own money, go
Yeah.
out to have, because it's you can't be working, especially when it comes to weddings, dog. It's not really healthy for you to work for over 6 hours without having a lunch break or something.
consideration.
They should. Okay, cool. I might be shooting you for 12 hours, sure, but you have to give me a lunch break, dog. Nani niyahlala past nidla, I also have to sit down.
No, but
and
you must
eat.
take a picture of me eating
Yeah,
tasting the
okay, I
cake.
don't mind doing that. But
I know
after
that.
that,
I'm
after
joking.
that, I'm gonna have, maybe if I came with someone who's assisting,
Yeah.
we're gonna switch tents.
Yes.
Someone is gonna go eat, and then afterwards we carry on shooting, and then when I finish eating, they go and eat, and then I carry on fishing.
What-
It works like that.
Once upon a time, I learned something from a smart businessman. He told me that teach your own client what they should do with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to educate our people. Ukuthi, this is how we work. I mean, look, they're straightforward. So we operate between
So,
8 and
yeah.
6 and after.
Yeah, so as I was also not done,
Yeah.
when it comes to
Sorry about that.
delivery time, it differs. It really does differ because it depends on the type of project that you're working with. You know, we might be working on a wedding and you might find it's a really big wedding. You might need a whole 30 days. Just like I tell you, for example, sometimes you can work on one picture for like a whole 3 hours.
True.
And imagine if I have to deliver 200 pictures.
True.
Just say 3 hours, 60 minutes times 300. How many hours is that? You understand? And in between those times, we also have to do what? We are getting other gigs.
Yeah.
Our life is going on.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That is why I usually tell my clients that don't count my weekends as my editing days because mostly my weekends are my busy days.
Oh, that's when people are
Yeah, that
free
is
to
why I
even meet
say
with
3
you.
to 7 working days. People
Yeah.
don't understand that.
Yeah.
But count to 7 days. They don't count working days. And working days is just during the week. I want you guys to also get that right. Working days is just during the week. We don't count weekends. You understand? So like lama shoots lamancane vele, I take 3 to 7 working days. And it depends on the workload too, because especially on Magic Dance days, I might have maybe 7 shoots in one day. And they all have to get those pictures in one day. And in between those days, I'm getting other shoots.
What I'm getting
So
from
it
this
differs.
conversation
It
that
differs.
you're
Yeah.
busy, and busy is good for the economy. Good, God is good.
Yeah,
Being
you know,
busy is good,
yeah.
and it also develops your skill. And the
Exactly.
challenges and obstacles we meet along the way, they find brushes towards the
Yeah,
weapon of
you
choice that we
learn.
shall be.
You learn.
Yeah.
You learn a lot.
I'm excited that Bombela City has actually created so much activity
Yeah.
in the space of photography and videography.
Yeah.
Buhle,
I just have one last question for you.
Mhm.
Looking at how many photographers we have, both Pop Shandu, we have as well visuals, we have still rise. What makes you different from the rest, and why should the viewer book you to be their photographer?
Firstly, if you don't book me, you'd be missing out.
Yes.
The experience is different. I work differently. I feel like everyone has their own skill. I wouldn't blame a client who once booked me who would book me Babshandu, for example, maybe someday, or book someone else, for example. Because to be honest with you, it depends on what you like and what you like at the certain time.
Yeah.
You know, I also sometimes go to buy bread at Spa, but sometimes I'd go to ShopRite. Sometimes I'd go to the garage. It depends where I want to buy the bread at a certain time. You understand? And we all have our own different styles. That is why when someone says, "How do you edit your pictures?" you can't know that because everyone has their own different feel and they want their pictures to feel differently.
away,
You know, and I feel like it's the experience that is
away.
different
Yeah.
when you're working with me. The experience is different. You can ask my clients like whenever they're with me, like during the shoots, it's always nice. They're always smiling, just like I am.
Okay, I wanna
Yeah.
know. To touch on that, ne? I
Yeah.
wanna know how is Pop yo sorry. I wanted to say Pop Smoke. How is Big Smoke different from Giving?
Um. Oh fuck. How can I put this? I don't know. How do you? It depends on how people view me, but I feel like there's not much of a difference. Just that Craven is much more of driven, like a driven person, hardworking person.
Okay.
And when it comes to Big Smoke, it's more of like I'm working, but I make the work fun.
The Stone.
I make the work
Oh,
fun. But when I'm given,
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
learning a lot. I'm deep. I'm really deep into business.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to, I feel like also that's a different thing. Like my business tactics differ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause thing is photography or videography needs time.
Yeah.
Do you get time for yourself or time for friends or family?
Yeah,
I
yeah, the
don't have
social
friends.
life.
You don't have friends.
I don't have friends. I have
Okay, do you
business partners.
Okay, do you have time to hang out?
Yeah, I do actually. I actually have a schedule. It's that hectic because I don't usually like. What I can say is, for now, since I don't have a place that I'm working on, I can say my room is my office, right? And most of the time I'm in my room, so I actually have a schedule that okay, today I'm not gonna be working or touching my PC. I'm just gonna be going to chill with my mom and my little brothers, cause that's what I don't get much time to do that. You know, most of the time I'm always learning something. I feel like That is why I even it's been over 6 to 7 years without me watching TV because I feel like I'm wasting my time whenever I watch TV.
Yeah.
I want to be working. I'm always stressing about the future. Like I don't want to see myself in the same position I am this year, next year.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I'm always just grinding.
That's inspiring.
Yeah.
Um, it's the Soft Network. My name is Musa Nkosi. You're watching the Soft Spot. I'm with Nobuhle, and I'm also with my brother, Mr. Given. My brother Given Ngaban. Ngengukhohle Bram kamele sibongo nesibongo. Kamele esekhaya nesibongo.
Yeah.
All right, before we head on home, do you have any questions for Mr. Given Ngaban, aka Big Smoke, up in the Soft
One
Spot?
last one. Motivation to the next Big Smoke watching.
Utokutshela ukuthi kude lo munye Big Smoke ngaphandle ngehla.
Yeah. That's why they call me Smokey Don.
Ooh.
It's the end. It's the end.
However,
But what I can say is to someone who's who wants to get motivated, I'd like to say start and don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Fail fast, cause
yes,
it's
Yes.
really important to fail fast, and people take this thing so lightly, Cause, for example, you can fail for maybe like 10 times, and maybe someone comes in the business and they fail for the first time, and they try something that you maybe try for the sixth time, and you know very well that that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you've already passed that, and when they're coming to your second thing, you're already going to 11th strategy to work that something out. And sometimes it might be a matter of time. It didn't work at that time. It might work for that certain person, but it's much more important for you to start. Don't be afraid to start with what you have. And whenever you feel like giving up, like ask yourself why you held on for so long. You're gonna you have a proper question
That's so
why,
true.
or you're gonna have
So
a proper answer of why should I actually carry on doing
That's so
this.
true.
That's what I can say.
Thank you so much. I am also inspired.
Oh yeah,
that's
me
nice.
too. I'm feeling
I
that.
like
That's
that.
beautiful.
It's the soft spot on the soft nets. I am Nobuhle Mpangane.
It's been such a pleasure being with you, Big Smoke. My
That's
name
nice.
is Musa
I also
Nkosi.
enjoyed.
Second.
I also enjoyed being here. Shout out to the Soft Sports
Hang
Network.
on, I love the handles.
Shout out
bruh.
to
Big
Nancy
Smoke.
the
Yeah.
DJ too, Bab Shandu. Yeah.
Shout out to Tando. Please mention Tando. He's gonna have a problem.
Yeah. Tando
A
too.
big one. Hey.
Yeah, and shout out to the host too. Yeah. Shout out.
Ngabani.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, kakhulu. Kamnandi.
Till next time.
Yeah.